Yo, can you hear me, guys? Yo, check, check, check. 1, 2. Okay. What up, guys? Welcome back to the video. What do we talk about today? I had no plans, but wanted to make sure to make a YouTube video about what's been happening, what I look forward to, and today's the weekend, so I've been out of the charts for a day or two. I really try to spend the time away from the charts um, while I can, because by the time next week comes, I have to lock in um, Tuesday to Friday, because Mondays are usually observational market. The market is sort of creating way for the rest of the week, usually on Mondays. And I'm here talking about gold, specifically XAU USD. That's usually the behavior every week. But anyways, cheers. Have some 7-Eleven coffee today. I'm about to head out very soon. But before I head out, maybe we can have a chat about, what is it like uh, trading with an edge, um, compared to before when I did not have any edge. Yeah. Major difference, guys. Major difference. Before I used to trade using a couple of indicators, drawing a couple of price action, thinking that market is gonna move according to my lines, bullish or bearish, only to spend years doing that, not realizing that people out there who's actually successful in trading is doing something completely different. And I'm not talking about hedging. I'm not talking about option selling. I'm not talking about um, any of those industry terms. I'm talking about day traders. Day traders who trade profitably and who has figured it out, trade completely different than what all the beginners who just came off the textbook trade like. And I didn't know this for like well over 3 years in the trading game, reading, learning, watching, practically trying, losing, and whatever I did, it just didn't work. And I had no idea people who trade edge has a completely different outlook. And I want to talk about that outlook today, because now I have an edge, and I trade that edge every single day. Sometimes I make some tweaks depending on the market condition, whether I hold it a bit longer or cut out a bit earlier. But the essential core, the foundation of the edge stays the same. Every single day, it stays the same. And that's what I want to tell all the traders out there. If you are still trying to draw lines, okay, it is the uptrend or downtrend, or ascending triangle, descending triangle, head and shoulders, inverted doji, all of that. Trust me, bro, I've been there. I've been there. and I have studied the candles upon hours. I've studied the charts. But the thing is, every day you cannot come in the market and expect to have the perfect setup um, of trend lines. So what happens is we psychologically will start creating a pattern that doesn't exist. Have you ever had one of those moments where you see you see the pattern and you just somehow connected the highs, the lows, and all of a sudden now you have this triangle pattern or dinosaur pattern or God knows how many types of patterns are out there, and you put money into it, trusting that your pattern is correct and that it's gonna play out, but it doesn't. Ever had one of those moments? Yeah, I've had plenty of those moments. Because I used to be like that, bro. I used to trade like that. But now that I can say that I have found steady profitability, um, I haven't drawn a triangle in a year or more now, and I don't mean to say this with any disrespect to anybody who draws patterns and gets their trade. Like, props to you, bro, or sis. Like, that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is the real edge is in understanding um, the market, the price, liquidity. Yeah. And I'm not, and I'm also not talking about any well-known internet famous ways of trading like ICT or SMC. I got no problem with any of those traders. I'm sure there's an edge behind such positions. I personally never um, try to learn SMC or ICT or such theories. I'm sure it works. Or maybe the edge that I also trade somehow aligns with the edge of such traders, but unintentionally, but we find similar positions. That happens. Um, but that was a quick woke moment for traders. But instead of what I want to say, instead of jumping on the bandwagon and trying to become another SMC trader or ICT trader, I think the actual value of this um, new era in trading is to realize that you can find um, a theory, an edge, a setup, a system that with consistency and of course improvement in all areas of the trade, whether it's risk management or psychology or other requirements, you can develop your own ICT, you can develop your own SMC. There may be no names or no huge following or not a huge community that trades the same way, but that doesn't mean you cannot have your own. And I can't emphasize enough on this because there are traders out there and many systems out there. There are many SMCs, there are many ICTs. Um, and instead of everybody trying to go jump on that specific theory, I would like to encourage people to, okay, learn it. Pick pieces off of different types of systems, pieces of different types of edge, combine it together and curate your own. Curate your own edge, curate your own system that fits your lifestyle, that fits your personality. My edge, my system fits my personality perfectly. I get trade once a day And all the members on Telegram group, you guys know this because I trade live. I send out live signals for free. I send out every single position um, when the market is moving, when I'm in, when I'm closing full, when I close break even, when I hold the trade. The whole community sees, right? And you guys know this when I say it. I trade once a day, sometimes twice, but very rare, very rare. Have to be a great market condition to get me to trade twice. And I said it with pride because I come from trading hundreds of positions in a day, like we all do in the beginning stage. But what I'm trying to get to is like the system fits who I am. That's very important. We're all different. Some of us are slightly more introverted. I mean, usually more traders are usually more on the introverted side, but there are successful traders out there who have a different personality, who are more active, outgoing, who like to take multiple positions in a day, who like to take positions once a week. Who knows, For me, once a day is really the sweet spot. I get to focus all of my knowledge and skill on one position, um, and the accuracy of that one position being so high that my win rate over uh, performs the losing days. And that way I can sustain in the market, The other day I was talking with one of my buddy. We were talking about how the market is a defense game. Yeah, you got to play defense, because if you're trying to go offense every single day or every other day, one of very frequently the market is going to beat you to it, because it's not like we can't just step in the market and expect to beat the market. It's been existing for years, decades, and we're only a fraction, a sand in the ocean of liquidity, trying to understand, scalps or positions, 500 pips or 200 pips movement in a day. Just a piece, just a bar of chocolate that if you make the right decisions, you can get it, right? And when I focus all of my knowledge into trying to get that one piece of chocolate, most of the times, either I get the whole bar of chocolate, or I get half the chocolate, or I get a piece of the chocolate, or I get to look at it and not eat. And on the very worst days, I drop the chocolate on the floor. Now I can't eat it. I lost it. So that way, and it's just an analogy, guys. What I mean by chocolate is profits. In that way, it is more sustainable. Why I stop? What I think is I'm trying to really bring what I actually do out here on this video and talk to you guys, because some of you guys are on that wave of trying to make your own edge, trying to make your own system, and I appreciate that. Like, I wish somebody told me to go out there and make your own edge 4 years ago. That would have saved me a lot of time. And I still have a lot of time. I feel I'm still young and I can do much more. But in the journey of trading, when a newcomer comes in full of enthusiasm before the market literally destroys his confidence or her confidence, if somebody had told me, go out there, spend 6 months try to make your best system of the same pair. Don't go jumping around different pairs of uh, currencies and futures and commodity. Pick one that you genuinely feel like you want to be part of. I really wanted to be part of gold dollar since ever since I found out that gold dollar is the boss. Like, yeah, there are many other pairs that are amazing, like S&P, Nasdaq, and everything. But I don't really like trading futures because that has to do with companies and that has to do with personal decisions made by those companies, etc. Whereas gold dollar is more influenced by um, an overall understanding of um, current affairs, right? Gold is a commodity that people buy with panic, like when there's fear, the prices will soar, and when there's some security, a sense of relief, the prices come down, and it's always up and down. The amount of volume and volatility in gold is never ending because people are always buying and selling gold either in real life or in the stock market. So I pick gold, right? So you gotta go out there, pick a pair that works for you, and then lock in on that pair, lock in, day out. Try to understand the movement, what happens in Asian session, what happens in London session, what happens in New York session. Okay, this happened. Okay, next day, what happens in Asian, what happens in London, what happens in New York. Okay, this is next day, same thing, next day, same thing, next day, same thing. When you have 30 days of information in front of you, you will see what happened repeatedly, what happened more number of times in these 30 days of trade compared to what is frequently changing, what is constant, what is non-constant, what is the variable that you can hold on to the next trade, what is a variable that you can predict that will happen again on the 31st day, because now you have information, right? Like this, if you have 6 months information, a year information, or 12 months information, you will have the type of info that makes the 366th trade full of confidence, because you have 300 plus record. That's why backtesting is so important. Like, people throw around the word backtesting, like I'm just gonna scroll back in the chart and I'm gonna see I'm gonna look at the charts and I'm gonna draw some patterns. I back tested today, bro. Yeah, that's also back testing, but true back testing is collection of real-time information, consistent information of the same ideology, and paying all attention to the most minor changes or the most consistently occurring momentum to find your edge, to find the pattern, to find the type of price action that repeats. History repeats itself, right? Market also repeats itself. Trust me, it does. Trust me, it does. That's why I'm here. I'm talking to you guys, because every time the market repeats something, I get something. Yeah. And the community also gets something, because I send out my signals out to the community. So it benefits more than myself. It benefits those who are willing to develop their own edge. And I got some people asking me, oh, bro, how do you find your entries? And I tell them, look, I'm not going to tell you my complete edge. I think anybody who's out there showing a working, strong edge, I don't know, it's very rare to find them, because if you truly have an edge that actually works, that actually is consistently profitable, number one, you're going to protect that, because that is the foundation of your earning as a profitable trader. It's vital to your trading. And I share my entries, but I don't share what I actually do to get to that entry, because I'm not here trying to sell a course to you. I'm not here trying to uh, teach you that, oh, if you enter like this, you will get profit like this. Teach a man how to fish, he will eat for the rest of his life. Give a man a fish, he will eat the day, and next day he'll be hungry again. I'm I'm not gonna give you the fish, but I'm gonna help you learn how to fish. Okay, that's pretty much how my thought process is coming to this channel, and I say this with um, with love, because in order to be truly independent as a trader, you're not supposed to rely on anyone. And I say this knowing that I have a community that relies on me, but really, 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 if you actually want to take this to the next level and somehow make it your career, or um, go all in on it, brother, go out there and try to make an edge as soon as possible. The sooner you find an edge, the earlier you start on journaling, consistency, knowing good days, bad days, collecting information. The more information you have, the stronger you become. Yes, there are days which are unpredictable, like could be elections or pandemics, or some president got assassinated or something like that can happen. COVID can happen. But these are once in a blue moon, once in a lifetime events. Apart from that, the market is always in a consistent, constant momentum of volume in and volume out, and there are repetition in this process. And that that point, I want you to go out there and dig in, find it, find it. Once you find it, you will feel a sense of security that every day you're not going to be out there looking for a trade. um, by drawing lines and shit, but rather you'll be out there looking at the market every day, knowing that, okay, this is the setup. I usually always set my pending orders before the market even gets to the level that I want it to be in. And the market taps my pending order, and I either head to TP, break even, or some days I take losses too. Last month I took 34 profitable trades and 5 or 6 unprofitable trades. So that's like 72% win rate. And I'm happy with that. And the thing is, I'm not happy to the point that I can work like that forever, but I wanted to, of course, improve. But 72% win rate is something I'm truly happy and proud about, because it's what keeps trading going. It's what allows me to have a community. That's what allows me to earn. And I want you guys to go feel that. Get that sense of feeling that, your knowledge and your skill can pay you every single day. And I think that's the true journey of a trader. And it's not for everyone. I don't think everyone can find an edge. It requires a lot. It requires a lot of dedication, it requires a lot of passion, it requires a lot of commitment, it requires a lot of screen time, a little bit of obsessive nature. Got to be a little bit crazy. And I'm not talking about clinically crazy or something. I'm talking about crazy, hungry, willing to go the mile to get to where you want to be. And then you get an edge. You get a system. you'll find a system. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There are many things I can post online, live trading positions, closing positions, how much I made today, this and that. But I think it's more important that we stick to pure informative knowledge that can take you out and go book that $1,000s of profit. It's all starts in the mind. What you click on the screen, what you see on the chart, it's all a fruit of how you think, how your mind works. So once you align your mindset, whatever on the screen or whatever you're clicking, buying or selling, it aligns with your mindset. So it's important to start at the mindset, right? So hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you guys have any questions, please comment down below. Please share, please like, please subscribe. Come join me in the Telegram group. It's link in the bio, link in the title. You can find me live trading over there every Monday to Friday, and specifically gold and only gold. Last month was great. Last week was great. Election week was great. Made some good profits. And if you guys want to know more about that, please come check it out in the community. But until then, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna finish my coffee and call it a day. All right, cheers.